Next up, the first Noel. So, 2 for 2 on familiar tunes, at least this morning. I did not clean my glasses. All right, next time. Starting off with a thumb covering 2 notes. Great. Really? Okay. Not bad. That is a left-hand pattern that I always recommend people work on that one. It's kind of the go-to when I'm talking about. I tell people to work on, people practice their scales and their arpeggios in every key. And a big thing that can help you with technical facility is finding something you suck at and practicing it in every key. And, once you get good at transposing, it helps a million things. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of work to transpose something simple like that. But you're going to run into patterns like that everywhere, and then just playing through every key. And that'll get you used to feeling how to deal with that now. That's a easy to come to mental pattern. There are other patterns. Any lick that you find that's really troublesome, practicing it through every key will make you come up with different finger contingencies for different black key, white key configurations and different keys. Super useful. But no, this is kind of the go-to that I recommend because it's something that's approachable for almost everybody, because you only really have to think 1, 5, 3 in terms of chord spellings. And that's a really good intro to transposing licks into every key. And it just rounds out your technique. And then when you run into this pattern in another tune, which you will, because this is one I run into constantly, some variation of 1, 5, 3 or 1, 5, 10. It's just really common in accompaniments. Anyway, let's go again. Uncomfortable jumping up to that octave with a flattened thumb. I never do that. For a ninth, it's an octave, but something about flattening my thumb makes me want to reach further. Starting last system, second page, or last bar of the first system. There we go. Sort of. Suspension keeps throwing me off. expecting it. And also, this is a great way to get into improvising lightly. Doing that pattern is a great way to get into improvising lightly. If you're playing lead sheet, I don't have something in front of me. I could probably flip to something in this book, but you could pick almost any tune. So. So something like Amazing Grace, now you can just apply that. So if you're reading off of a lead sheet, now you just have a pattern that sounds good, that makes it sound a lot better than if you were just going. A lot of people ask, how do you get, to where you can read from lead sheets, and like it's practicing patterns like that in every key. Okay, let's read it again. It's just the octave that time. But if I added the 10th, it doesn't sound wrong. There in the second page, second system at the chorus, that's where you get sort of an evolution of it, because they have this thing where you walk up. So you're kind of, instead of just going up to the 10, you walk up to the 2 or the 9. And that's another, just an expansion of that pattern. And you can apply that to any chord. It doesn't have to be, because if you're writing this, you'd probably write it as like A minor add 9 or A minor add 2. But it doesn't have to be, and that's where you realize that when you're reading chords from a lead sheet, you can spice things up. I could probably do this right at the beginning. Adds a little bit of depth, and then as you look more into the chorus, that they have sort of the opposite. I think they did anyway. Yeah, so here they go. They do the 9 and then down to the octave, and you could apply that at the beginning too. It adds a little bit of motion, a little more color to the chords, and then it's just something you can apply across the board. So anyway, yeah, super useful little thing there.